At least 10 people have been killed in a series of strikes across Ukraine and Russia, according to local officials, as both sides intensify attacks. Well, Ukraine says it has targeted Russian military and energy facilities, while Moscow continues strikes on Ukrainian cities and ports. Meanwhile, protests have entered a second day in Kyiv, with demonstrators demanding the reinstatement of ousted Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov. In Ukraine's Odesa, 2 people were killed and 8 wounded after a missile hit a residential building. Officials said homes, a religious site and other civilian facilities were also damaged. In Mykolaiv, 2 people were killed aboard a foreign-flagged vessel while other ships were damaged. Russia has denied targeting civilians, saying it struck military facilities. Officials also reported casualties in Kherson, while Russian authorities blamed Ukrainian strikes for deaths in Belgorod and Gorlivka. Ukraine says it has launched attacks on Russian military and energy facilities, including the Salvneft-Yanos oil refinery in Yaroslav. Kyiv also claimed Ukrainian drones struck 12 Russian vessels in the Black Sea and Sea of Azov. Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces commander Robert Brovdy shared footage on Telegram that he said showed the strikes on Russian vessels. Ukraine says the operations are aimed at disrupting Russian supply lines and military logistics. Well, the SBU also claimed it damaged a Russian Tu-95 strategic bomber at the Engels Air Base, a claim Moscow has not confirmed yet. Meanwhile, thousands protested in Kyiv for a second day after President Zelensky removed Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov. Demonstrators demanded his return and called for changes in Ukraine's military leadership.
I think changing the minister every 6 months is not what will help us. We need to build a system, and changing the minister every 6 months, especially one as effective as Fedorov, is not what we need.
Firstly, people disagree with the decision, which is obvious, I think. They are demanding, at the very least, former Defense Minister Mikhailo Fedorov's return, and at the very most, Ukraine's Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky's resignation. In my view, this is a decision that is long overdue and needs to be taken, because everyone can see the problems and everyone can feel them.